Alrighty, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome to the stream. First of two gameplay streams for today, which is Thursday, the 20th of February, 2020. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well, and I hope I find you well, and I hope you're ready for some gaming fun. A couple things today. First of all, I was actually just listening to these pre-stream music today, and I was thinking back, and I started looking at the dates of some of these remixes that we listen to every single day here on pre-stream. You may not realize this, but 2020 is the 10-year anniversary of many of these remixes. They've been around on the internet for 10 years, a decade. Holy shit. You know, that's pretty crazy. The one we just listened to, we're going back in time. That was from my Singularity playthrough. That was from the summer of 2010. Yeah, July 2010. And a lot of the song, you know, Thugs on the Floor and all that, they're all from 2010. That's pretty insane when you think about it. So, pretty crazy. You know, every day we listen to this music, and you're like, damn, it's been around so long. You know, the music actually came out about a year and a half after I was starting to get popular on YouTube. Pretty cool. Now, also, folks, I want to apologize. There's been some minor glitches going on with Twitch recently. This is the second time this seems to have happened where I turned on a stream, and for some reason, the channel point perks or rewards are enabled even though I'm not playing the game that those channel point perks are for. Okay? So, for example, when I play a Street Fighter stream, I allow you guys to spend your channel points, which are called Penne points on my channel, to select a character or a fighter for me to use that night in Street Fighter for many of the matches. When I play Pokemon Sword, okay, I turn on the ability for you guys to select Pokemon for my party, so that you guys can, fill out half of my party in Pokemon Sword. But I enable those manually. Like, I turn on the stream, and then I go into a menu, and I manually enable those features. Well, today's the second day when I turned on my stream, and for some reason, all of those features were on by default. I didn't do it. So people were like, oh, Phil, now the thing is, a lot of people who are regulars have so many points, so many Penne points saved up, that they don't care. They'll just spend them on anything. So they see it, and as a joke, they start spending their Penne points or whatever, right? So we have people, I want Jasper in the team today and stuff like that, So I think it's silly. Obviously, it's not a big deal. But at the same time, I apologize to anyone who looks at that as gets confused or maybe spends their channel points inadvertently thinking, oh, what's going on? Obviously this is a Mass Effect 2 stream. The stream says it's Mass Effect 2. The title says it's Mass Effect 2. So why you would think that you can choose a Pokemon or a Street Fighter character for a Mass Effect 2 stream, I have no idea. I don't think it was legit. I think it's just people messing around. But again, I apologize. Keep in mind, these channel point system, relatively new. They didn't implement it until December of last year for all the channels. Obviously, there's still some bugs to work out. Some days they're just manually enabling themselves without me even doing it, right? So I apologize for that. Sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't keep happening. So what are we up to today, guys? A lot. We got a lot of good stuff going on today. First of all, we are returning back to Mass Effect 2 for a major stream. 4 hours, roughly, of gameplay in Mass Effect 2 today on the horizon. What are we doing today in Mass Effect 2? Well, we have finished up the whole intro segment in the Omega sector, and we are moving on to a new star system. What star system? I don't know yet. There's many different ones we can go to. Keep in mind that I have all the DLCs for Mass Effect 2. So we could go to a DLC system. We could go to another major story system, try to recruit new characters. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what I want to do. And also, quite frankly, I don't really remember. I haven't played this game in 10 years. It's a 10-year anniversary run. So I don't even really remember what is where in the game. So maybe I'll just randomly pick a star system for us to check out today and just see how it goes. See what we find in there. I guess we'll find out. So it should be fun no matter what. You guys have really been giving me very positive feedback in regards to this playthrough. In fact, the other day someone was like, Mass Effect 2 is the best thing Phil's doing right now, and he's playing it so little. So I understand your sentiment, especially for those of you who liked, you know, my stuff from back in the day, my old school playthroughs, and you wanted to see a new playthrough of Mass Effect 2, and you're a little disappointed that I'm only playing this, you know, what, twice a week. It is what it is, you know, it's because I'm juggling so many other games. The good news here, all right, is a couple things. Number one, I'm almost done with both Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We're in the final saga, the Buu Saga, and I predict probably 1 or 2 more streams and that game is done. And we're in the final major world of Donkey Kong 64. We're in World 7. We're about to start World 7. And that's the final major world, so maybe 1 or 2 more streams of Donkey Kong 64, and we're done with that. So, the other 2 major playthroughs, you know, that I've been balancing everything with, are going to be over soon. The other good news is that there are a few new games right around the horizon, which is always a good thing. Next week, it looks like we have potentially 2 new releases. One is a collection of Mega Man games called the Mega Man Zero Collection or something like that. This is Mega Man Zero series, was a series where you controlled a version of Zero in a Mega Man-esque, you know, gameplay, but it was a lot more melee-based. He has a lot more melee attacks and unlockable attacks. It's kind of, I would say it's a little bit less like Mega Man. It's a little bit more like kind of Metroid-ish. I played at least one of these back in the day. I believe it was on the Game Boy Advance, and I really liked it, but I don't really remember. I'm trying to remember exactly which version it was and what I played, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I remember playing this and really enjoying it. But yeah, there's this collection, so I may get that, all right? And there's supposed to also be a survival horror game coming out, but I don't know if it's any good or if it's another one of these walking simulators or not. But it would be something good to break stuff up, I think. If it's good, we'll have to see. So we got 2 potential new releases this coming week. I don't know if I'm going to play them both, but I'm probably going to be picking up one of them. Okay? So, at least some of the other ongoing stuff is going to complete soon, and there'll be a new game added to the mix shortly. All right? For those of you who've been looking for more variety or whatever. In addition to that, you know, March is actually going to be very busy for new releases. It looks like at least once a week we're going to have a major new release. We got this Grand Blue fantasy fighting game coming out in the early month. We've got Neo 2 right around the middle of the month. And then we've got both Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons later on in the month. And I think there may be another game too. In fact, hold on one second. I swear there may be one more. Hold on. Excuse me. Where's the game releases? Oh yeah, MLB, that's right. MLB as well. Yeah. Yeah, so MLB The Show is also coming out. Now, I don't know if I'm going to play MLB. You know, last year I did play it, and it ended up being one of the best chill streams I did all year. I did it for, what was it, like 3 months or something like that? It was crazy how long I played MLB. People just really seemed to like relaxing while I played this game. You know, it really wasn't too complex. It was me fielding a few balls here and there, and of course, you know, trying to hit and seeing my career and where it went. And I basically played through an entire season in the minors, and then I played through like an entire season in the majors before finally we decided, all right, time to hang it up for now until maybe next year. Okay. So I'm on the fence about it. I guess what we'll see is how things are going in March. That's around the middle of March. I think it's like the 17th or something. We'll see how stuff's going in March with my other content, and if I have enough, you know, if maybe we're looking for a chill stream or whatever, we can add it to the mix. So I guess we'll play it by ear with that. Now, there's also in early March, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon ZX Rescue Team Herpaderpaderp. It's a really complicated name. Okay. I played the beta for this in January, and reception seemed to be very mixed. Some people were just happy to see me play the series because I never played a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game ever, okay? Some people were like, wow, this is incredibly boring. It's nothing like real Pokemon. And it just doesn't seem very interesting. I think Phil should skip it. Other people were like, well, it's not the best, certainly, but maybe this could be something for like a chill stream kind of a deal that Phil can balance it with his other stuff. Maybe do like a major stream of it to get started, and then convert it into a chill stream at night or something. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. You know what I mean? It just kind of was. And I think if it is a stream where we're just kind of chill out and interact, and maybe we don't really care too much about what happens in the game or how far we get, it won't be that big of a deal. But the thing is, there's a couple factors coming in here, okay, weighing in. First of all, I am actually, at this point, finally approaching the conclusion of my Pokemon Sword playthrough for now. And what I mean by that is, I only have 17 Pokemon left to complete the Pokedex. Okay? We're getting very close to completion. And I'm hoping that within the next 1 to 2 sessions, we will actually complete the Pokedex for Pokemon Sword. That would be amazing. And finally, a project that's been going on since November would be completed. Alright? I'm also planning on doing the Pokemon DLCs later this year. There's one coming out supposedly in June, and then there's one later on in the year, near the end of the year, okay? And since that's the case, it seems like I'm going to be going back to Pokemon Sword a couple times this year for more major playthrough continuations, right? Do I really want to be playing another Pokemon game right as I'm finishing up with one, or do I want to give Pokemon a rest? Because, I mean, November, December, January, February, 4 months of Pokemon is a lot of Pokemon. Not to say that I haven't enjoyed it, as I told you guys. I thought the Pokemon Sword playthrough, not only was it one of the best of last year, but continuing it on the way that I did trying to get the Pokedex filled for this year was super fun. And I really do enjoy the Pokemon streams. But I definitely think that maybe we should give them a rest for a bit. So maybe Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is not the best idea, and we should not do it, you know. I don't know. So basically the things I'm definitely doing, I'm definitely going to check out this Grand Blue Fantasy fighting game. Because there's so many people who are already requesting it, so I figured I'll try it out. I'm definitely playing Neo 2. I'm definitely doing Animal Crossing, and I'm definitely doing Doom Eternal. Those are the 4, like, definites for March. But then there's other games mixed along the way that I may or may not check out, dependent on how things go in March and your feedback and everything. Okay? Fair enough? All right, I hope that March sounds like a good month to all. A good month to all of you guys. All right. So let's talk, guys. Roughly, let's talk a little bit about the schedule here, so you guys know what's going on, and then we will, move on with the pre-stream, and of course, we're gonna get into Mass Effect 2. I know you guys are dying for more, so it should be good stuff today. Okay. So here's the deal. Today, Mass Effect 2 on the main gameplay stream. Like I said, 3 to 4 hours of gameplay as always. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. It should be a good time. What are we doing? I don't know. We're going to a new star system, but I don't know which one yet. Haven't decided. May just pick one at random. Who knows, right? Because I don't even remember what is where in this game. It was 10 years ago, the one time I played it. So I don't even know where to go for anything. So it could be quite interesting today to see what we come up against here. Okay. Later tonight, I'm doing a retro stream of the Genesis Mini. After the Genesis Mini going on hiatus for a while, it was actually quite fun now these past couple of weeks to go back to it. And so far I've completed Castlevania Bloodlines. And I played almost the entirety of Shinobi 3 last week. In fact, we got the final stage to do. And we're going to probably pick that up tonight. And then once I wrap up Shinobi 3, then we'll see what else you guys want to see from the Genesis Mini on the late stream tonight. So that's going to be 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. There will be no Super Nintendo Classics this week. Just so you guys know, after completing Super Mario World 1 and then Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island last week, I think I may give the Super NES stuff a little bit of a break. Only because there's some special events coming up in the next couple of weeks anyway that are going to take up extra time. So I'm thinking let's give it a rest before we jump back into more Super Nintendo retro stuff, okay? So that's tonight. Sega Genesis Classics. Hopefully I'll see you for that. Tomorrow, continuation of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We are in the Boo Saga. Someone has said I might even beat the game tomorrow. Now, I don't know about that because I don't know how long the Boo Saga is. And also, I've actually heard that there's a decent amount of like post-game content that opens up. And so maybe I would want to continue playing it for a little bit at least to see what post-game content is available once we do beat the main Boo Saga stuff. But again, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to play it by ear and see how tomorrow goes, okay? Yeah, so that's tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, my weekly Throwback Street Fighter stream, as you know, every week on Friday nights, 2 hours of old school Street Fighter fun. Street Fighter 2, 3, and Alpha 3. Good combination. You guys get to pick some of the fighters that I use in that stream. I absolutely love doing it. Hopefully you'll be here tomorrow night for that, okay? Saturday, we swing back to Donkey Kong 64 for another session and one of the final sessions, because as I said, we're almost done with the game. World 7, the final world. I'm sure we're probably not going to beat it all in one sitting, but we'll see how far we can get, and it probably means one more session, and then that game will be done. And then Saturday night is going to be my weekly session of Doom 2. We are in the final third of the game. I believe we're on like stage 21 or 22 of 30. So we're getting there. You know, another probably 2-3 sessions, we're probably going to beat Doom 2, which is great. It may coincide exactly with the conclusion of Doom 2, then starting up with Doom Eternal, which would be pretty sweet in my opinion. So good stuff, and I hope that you'll tune in for all that stuff over the next few days, all those gameplay streams. All right. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, doesn't Phil usually do Doom 2 on Sunday nights? Why is he doing it on Saturday night this week? Well, that's because this week is special. This week on Sunday, it is my special retrospective marathon event. All right, what that means is that I will be on stream all day long, starting the usual time in the morning, just like today. But we'll be running the stream, you know, through past like 7 p.m., almost up to 8 p.m. What will we be doing? We'll be reminiscing, folks. We'll be walking down memory lane. We'll be watching back your favorite nominated moments, whether they be game reviews, actual gameplay playthroughs, vlogs, ongoing series, whatever it may be, whatever you guys nominated, we're going to be watching back together live on stream, okay? And it's going to be fun because a lot of these cases, I've never had an opportunity to go back and watch that stuff again. In a lot of cases, I just make the content, put it out there, and that's it. I'm so busy making new content every day that I never go back to actually see the content again. All right, so it's really cool when we do these retrospective events to be able to go back and re-experience said content for the first time ever. I really enjoy doing it, and I know that's going to be a fun event come this Sunday. Okay, so I hope you'll join me if you can be here this Sunday for the retrospective. Please do, by all means. It's going to be a super fun event. I've done this many times before, although I haven't done one now in a very long time. I want to say the last retrospective I did was probably like last summer, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's been quite some time since I did one. This should be quite fun and fresh to do one and see what you guys have selected and have a good time together, okay? It should be good stuff. Then on Monday, we resume back to the normal gameplay. And so if you look at the proper order of stuff, it should probably be more Mass Effect 2. Yes, so it'll be Mass Effect 2 on Monday. And then Monday night is my weekly Minecraft chill stream where we have fun and we chill out and we work on ongoing projects. We'll see what happens here. I believe I need to name my parrot. Yes, Polly. The top contributor last week said that I should name my parrot Polly in their honor, so we got to do that. We're going to continue to try to catch creatures, whether it's a wolf or a turtle, and get that going for a mob grinder, and we're going to continue to gather resources and maybe even start to build the mob grinder. So, we got a lot of stuff to do in Minecraft this Monday night. All right, Tuesday's my day off for the week. Now, this coming week will be special because, number one, as I said, when I come back from my break on Tuesday, I may be getting some new games. Probably I'll start with one and see how it works. I don't know if it'll be the Mega Man Collection or this horror game. What I may do is listen to what people's opinions are, maybe look at some reviews and see what people say about the games and make a choice. And maybe we'll start up with something new on Wednesday when I come back from my day off. And then so Wednesday, Thursday will be normal gameplay days. But Friday, the 28th of February, all right, is going to be a very important day, everybody. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's going to be a very special marathon, all right? First of all, I'm going to be going back to playing games that you guys have asked me to play for a while. The two games in particular that I'm 100% going to be playing during that day, Metal Gear Solid, the original, okay, my second run ever. I never replayed it since the first run years ago. And Fortnite, which apparently I believe just got a season, it was like a Chapter 2, Season 2 update or something like that. Like they just updated it today with new content, okay? So these are games that you guys have asked me to go back to for a long time, and I said, all right, I'm doing a special event for a very important reason. I'll do the things that people have asked for a long time, okay? So that's number one. That's what we're going to be checking out, okay? Number two, The reason we're doing this event is because I need to raise tips. I need to raise a significant amount of tips in order to pay my tax guy to do my taxes this year. Why? Because he wants me to prepay, because as you guys probably know if you follow along with all the drama and crap that's been going on with me, financially I'm in ruin basically, and I had to file for bankruptcy. So because of that, when you file for bankruptcy, basically people want to make sure they get paid. So this guy's saying, I'll do your taxes, but you got to pay me up front. Now, he's never done that before. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't have the money. I don't have the money. You know, this month I've actually been paying other things that I need to pay. You know, utilities, internet bill, you know, cell phone bill. I just paid some federal taxes, actually, because I was advised to start paying federal taxes for this year. So I did. I made a little payment there. I got another payment for state tax I need to make this month. And then by the end of the month, I need to somehow raise enough money to pay this guy so he'll do my taxes for me. If I don't do this, I'm in very, very dire straits. If you don't file your taxes, you could go to jail. All right? And I don't want to go to jail, but I need to be able to afford to file my taxes. So that's why I'm doing this special event on the 28th of February, where I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 1 and Fortnite, and I don't know if it'll be anything else, but those are the two definite ones that are a lock, okay? I'm hoping to raise enough tips to pay my tax guy so he can do my taxes for me, all right? So it's a very special fundraising event. I hope you can tune in if you will. If you will tune in, please consider contributing on that day via tipping. It is very important to me, okay? Fair enough? All right. So that's coming up on the 28th. And then, you know, like I said, then we're going to be heading into March. And March is going to be crazy with all the new releases and balancing out with my other playthroughs. It's going to be a fun month, to say the least. I'm excited for March. I hope you guys are too. Okay? Alrighty then. That's the schedule. That's a hell of a schedule. I hope you guys are interested in all that stuff. Big variety, right? You got platformers. You got RPGs. You got action games. You got retro stuff. You got new releases. You got special event marathons. You got all kinds of stuff coming up, right? So, hopefully you guys will tune in and enjoy. Fair enough? All right. Let's move on, guys. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about before we move on to the next segment of the stream? I think I covered all the important stuff. I do. I think I covered all the super important stuff that you guys needed to know. Okay. All right, guys. So, thank you very much for 11 years of viewership and support. I've been making, you know, gameplay on the internet to share with you on a daily basis since 2008. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. Almost 12 years at this point. Pretty insane. I've loved every minute of it. You know, even though certainly things have changed over the years. We've had highs, we've had lows. We have different ways that I've presented my content to you. It's been a wild ride. It's been super fun. I'm incredibly happy that after 11 plus years of doing this, that you guys still care about me, that you still come out and hang out with me on a daily basis, and that you find my opinions pertinent to modern day is pretty awesome, and I thank you all for that, okay? Also, you know, things have changed recently. In the past few years, I became a full-time streamer, all right? And so I've become a full-time streamer versus a YouTuber like I used to be. I've become primarily reliant on income during the live streams to make ends meet and to allow me to keep doing what I'm doing, all right? So I'm incredibly grateful to all of you who come out and hang out with me every day and contribute. That's really awesome of you, okay? So if you like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week full-time live streaming for you, if you like the fact that I archive all of my live streams and I upload them over to DSPGaming on YouTube, despite the fact I get nearly nothing out of doing that, and if you like everything going on here and you want to see it continue, I would ask that you please consider contributing via one of the methods that I'm about to outline on the stream, okay? But there's something that I want to say up front. I am very well aware that I am one of the lucky people on this planet who gets to do what he loves for a living. I'm incredibly grateful for it. I'm incredibly lucky that I get to do this. And so I want you to understand something. When you come to my streams, contributions are not mandatory, and I am not expecting anything from anyone who comes and attends my streams, okay? Just the fact that you're here is enough. Just here to hang out with me and have a good time and, you know, hear about my reactions to games or whatever. That's what it's all about. You know, I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized them. I would continue to stream in the future. Even if I couldn't make money doing it, I would still want to do it. It'd probably be a very limited capacity to what I do today. But I would still want to do it. I love this. It's my hobby as well as my job. I wouldn't want to give it up. And I don't do it for the money, even though it is my job, absolutely. I feel that I don't want anyone to come by this stream and feel pressured if they can't contribute. Or be like, oh man, Phil's just, I got to come here and I got to contribute every stream. You don't be like that, all right? In my opinion, and from my experience, when people come by and are having a good time, if that's the major focus of the stream, putting out a fun, entertaining, positive stream, the contributions come naturally. So I don't have to sit here and be like, oh, it's mandatory that you sub. It's mandatory that you contribute. It's not like that at all right? And I don't want anyone to feel like that, okay, guys? Always appreciated. And absolutely, if you can contribute, please do. It helps out tremendously. It lets me keep doing this. But understand that it's not mandatory, okay? Fair enough. All right, let's talk a little bit about the ways that you guys can contribute. I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. We're coming up near the end of the month. That means that your pledges now will count for this month, and you'll get your perks, which are reward levels for how much you actually pledge to my Patreon in the early March, okay? Give it a look at patreon.com/darksidephil. It fully explains everything that's readily available there, and thanks to anyone who does give it a look and considers contributing, okay? I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise. It's primarily t-shirts, but there's some other stuff there as well, like stickers and mugs and the like. Anything you get from there helps me out as well, and you get a cool collectible, so give that a look. Thanks to anyone who does. If you're here live on the stream, chances are you probably want to contribute in a way that's going to get you some recognition. So if you either cheer with bits, or you subscribe to my channel, or you tip me today, I'm going to give you a live shout out during the stream. In fact, we already had a significant amount of people who've contributed, and I'm going to give you guys shout outs in just a moment. Okay? If you take a look at the top of the screen, there's a stream stats leaderboard that tracks things such as the top tipper and top cheerer of each stream. And so that's just another way for you to get recognized if you are that top contributor of a stream. And there are some integrated leaderboards, all right here on Twitch. And those leaderboards track things like the top cheering contributor of the week, as well as the top sub gifters of the week. And we actually have a significant amount of that today as well to give shout outs to. So lots of ways for you to contribute, but also lots of ways for you to get recognition for those contributions, and they are much appreciated. All right. So with everything that I just mentioned, you may be saying, well, wow, Patreon, Teespring, cheering, subbing, tipping. There's a lot of ways to contribute. I wonder what's the best way to help Phil out. Very matter-of-factly, the best way to help me out is by tipping me. And the reason I say that is because, as I just explained, sadly, I'm just in a really bad financial position, okay? Sucks that I'm between a rock and a hard place. The only way that I can raise funds for something that comes up now is basically by appealing to you guys. And right now, I need to raise a lot of tips by the end of this month to pay my tax guy, all right? So, even though everything else is great, listen, cheering, subbing, tipping, Teespring, Patreon, they're all good. But tipping me helps me more because tips I get right away. Those are funds that I can immediately put towards, something important. So, for example, coming up this week, I have to try to make a smaller tax payment to the state of Washington, all right? I have to do that. It's a commitment that I made. Then, coming up the next week, I have to make that payment to my tax guy. So, that's what the tips are going to, all right? Please consider tipping me if at all you can. It is much appreciated if you do. There's two ways you can tip me. If you look below the stream, there's a tip start button you can click on, or you could type ! tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up the tips link to my PayPal page. A couple things to know about tipping. You absolutely do not need to have any registered PayPal account in order to tip me. That's a misconception. Even though it may bring up the option when you go to tip me, please know that you can actually tip me with a debit or credit card, much like any other payment you make on the internet, okay? If you don't see that option readily available as soon as you get to my PayPal page, more than likely it's because you're using a mobile version of the site, and for whatever reason, the mobile version of the site does not load those options properly. So you need to go to the full desktop version. You're going to see all kinds of options, including, Visa, MasterCard, etc., that you can use if you'd like to leave a tip. So please, again, consider doing so if you can. That helps me more than anything. Now, another thing that I want to call out, guys, please, protect yourselves on the internet. Be aware of how much personal information you guys have out there on the internet, and do what you can to make sure that you're not exposed to malicious parties. Here's why I bring that up. Most of us don't realize the amount of actual real-life information we have on the internet. Just think about it. Between your social media accounts of like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, maybe Snapchat. That's probably things about your friends, your family, where you hang out, where you work. There's probably all kinds of crap on there that you may or may not realize could be used against you. Okay? Very frustrating. And I know that you guys don't realize the risk involved a lot of the times, because you're like, I'm not an internet personality. Who's going to come after me, right? I wish that were the case. I wish that we lived in a safe world where people wouldn't just go after people. But the truth of the matter is there's people out there. They just do what they do because they can. They're not doing what they do because they actively, have an intention behind it. They don't have an end goal behind it. They don't even personally benefit in any way. And a lot of times it's just, I can actually get to someone or hurt someone on the internet anonymously, and there's no consequence. Haha, I'll do it. Okay? And the reason I bring this up is because people on a daily basis contribute to live streams here on Twitch, and they may not realize the personal information that they're putting out there, especially if, for example, the information you're using when you contribute to a streamer is your actual information. Be very careful about that. I always recommend, if you're going to contribute to my streams and you're going to tip me, either tip anonymously, which you can do and no one would know that it's you or be able to associate that with you, or completely make up a name. You'll know it's you because you made up that name, but no one else will know it's you. You see what I mean? You got to look out for yourself in the modern day with these messed up people who just get their jollies off messing with other people on the internet. Please protect your identity. Do what you can. Whatever you do, if you're going to contribute on a stream, don't use your real name or don't use the account name of your social media, because these people may come after you for something really stupid. Okay? Okay, then. Thank you very much for understanding, and I hope that you guys, I'm looking out for you guys. I want you guys to be safe, okay? All right. Continuing on. Let's talk a little bit about the rules, everybody. All right? When it comes to my streams, first of all, I have to abide by all the rules and regulations that twitch.tv has laid out for us, as a streamer here. Okay? So, yes, please be careful about what, please, hold on a second. I got distracted by a fucking troll who I just got rid of. Okay. Please be mindful, is what I meant to say. Not careful. Mindful that I can't just say and do whatever I want on the stream. I have to abide by the rules and regulations of twitch.tv, which I do. Okay? I love streaming here. I wouldn't want to ever jeopardize that. So I'm always in line with what they allow. Okay? But also, there's a certain vibe and a certain mentality that I like to maintain on my streams. And I have my own personal set of rules that I follow in order to be in line with that, okay? Here's my mentality when I stream. I want my streams to be a place where you can relax, where you can have fun, where you can have a chill atmosphere, a chill vibe, and basically escape all the stresses and the annoyances and the toxicity of real life. Just come here to have a good time and hang out, right? That's what it's all about. I don't want my stream to be a place where you come and all of a sudden you're bombarded with arguments and drama and all kinds of negativity and nastiness. That's the opposite vibe of what I want. I want to maintain a nice, chill place here for you on the internet, okay? That being said, I feel that there's a couple rules that we need to follow in order to maintain that kind of a vibe, and that's why I have these rules in place. The first is that we don't talk about politics or religion as topics of discussion. Reason being, I hate to say it, but sadly, most of the time when these topics get discussed, you get people who completely derail stuff. You get people who, sadly, get into massive arguments. They can't agree to see from another person's perspective or to walk in another person's shoes. And my way or the highway is the mentality when it comes to these topics a lot of the time, which leads to a lot of negativity, a lot of nastiness. I don't want that on my streams. I've been doing content creation for over 11 years, and I've noticed, not only on live streams, but YouTube videos and everything, those topics usually don't lead to anything productive at all, and all they do is derail the content. Okay, so that's why I don't allow those topics for discussion. However, if we are playing a game that has political or religious overtones, or even maybe those are topics that are directly a part of the plot, that's okay to bring up topics like that as long as it's in context to what we're doing. But completely derailing my stream to talk about politics or religion is not allowed. Okay? It's number one. Number two, I'm well aware there are tons of people out there on the internet who do toxic things every single day to make a name for themselves, to get notoriety. And I certainly am not protected from this. I've been one of the major targets of this. Every single day, there's someone out there who's either illegally stealing my content or slandering and defaming myself and my family, harassing us, and basically trying to make our lives miserable for their own personal gain, whether it's clickbait views and making money on YouTube, or whether, again, they just get some kind of weird feeling of personal worth by knowing they can anonymously hurt someone on the internet. I've been a victim of this for many years, okay? I'm well aware this happens on a daily basis. I don't need to know about it on my live streams. Just being very frank here. If for us to talk about this stuff on my live streams completely derails it, all right? It does. It completely derails it. And I don't think that there's any reason for us to give undue attention to these parties. By talking about it on my stream, all you're doing is you're taking away from the positivity of what we're trying to do here. You're giving light to the negative shit out there that I don't want to talk about. And it's against the rules. And please understand that too, okay? Please understand it's against the rules. You got to be careful because some people come in here innocently and saying, Phil, are you aware, that someone is restreaming you? Are you aware that someone is insulting you and saying this about you and saying that about you? I don't give a shit. I have remained successful and pertinent by ignoring all the horseshit white noise that these idiots drone up on a daily basis for their own personal gain. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Please understand that, and please understand it is against the rules to bring their crap up on my channel. All right? We only talk about it in this very brief moment here on the pre-stream to let you know it's against the rules, and then we move on positively for the rest of the day. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Thank you guys very much for understanding. I really do hope that you understand, and thank you very much for that. All right, guys. It is now time for us to move on and give shout-outs. Are you guys ready? I hope you're ready. It's time for shout-outs for those who've contributed. We're going to start updating the leaderboards. We're going to have a little bit of fun discussion here with the viewers and get stuff going. Okay? All right. So first of all, we actually had a cheer overnight from last Rambo 341. He did a 50-bit cheer. And he said, to answer your question about Hunter Showdown, it is available on consoles. It has a discounted price. There's no single-player campaign, but I think it would be a good change of pace in regards to your current playthrough. So, I believe Rambo had brought this up, this game, Hunter Showdown, and he said, are you interested? And I was like, I don't know what it is. I believe it's a multiplayer-focused game. Again, kind of jumping on the bandwagon of games that are meant to be only multiplayer, no actual single-player content, but only online, online competitive kind of play. My first question was it on console? And my second question was, does it have single-player content as well? So he answered. He said, yes, it's on console for a discounted price. And no, it doesn't have any single-player content, all right? Quite frankly, am I interested in a game now, jumping into a multiplayer-only game like that? Probably not. In addition, outside of the very brief mentions that we've had on it on streams like this, I haven't heard anything about it. I don't hear anyone talking about it, and no one's really asked me to play it. So it seems to me like it's one of those games that if you're into that kind of stuff heavily, it's probably a good game to check out. But if you're not, it's probably something you can completely gloss over and it doesn't affect you at all. And I kind of feel that's what it was going to be for me, where like, unless I'm really desperate to have filler content, and other stuff outside of maybe I have no ideas of what I should play right now. Try it out, but I have tons of ideas of what to play. I think I got more than enough stuff on the docket coming up. I've got stuff, that, there is just so much stuff built up to do that I don't think that there's any reason to be adopting a game like that out of nowhere, okay? So thanks for the idea. Thanks for the suggestion. I don't think I'm interested right now. All right, PW Dubs took me $1.30, and it looks like he did so before I even started the live stream today. So I'm not going to put him on the leaderboard for this because it was technically before the stream started, but we will give him a shout-out. He says, can you bring back the stream? We'll be starting shortly. Please stand by overlay. I miss it, and it brings back awesome memories from 2016. Well, if you remember, that was before. that was an older setup that I used to do. All right, first of all, back then I was primarily doing almost everything that I did on PlayStation 4. Okay, so people basically got used to the PlayStation 4 dashboard music that would play. Okay, and I would have that playing, basically PlayStation 4 dashboard music, And then over it, I would have a very generic overlay that was just words. That was just like, oh, the stream will be starting shortly. Please stand by. Right? And then eventually what I did is I improved. When I became a full-time streamer, I said, well, instead of just having that on the screen, we should be more robust. Let's have fan art. Let's have advertisement for the stuff that's going on, right? Like promotional art that has to do with the playthroughs. Let's have things about my Teespring. Let's have things about the stream rules, etc. And so it kind of advanced and changed. Once I became a full-time streamer, I evolved a little bit, improved things. So in reality, no, I don't think that I would want to go back to just the very, very generic intro setup that I used to have. Okay, I don't think that it's very good for, I don't think it's very good for what I do today. Why go 2 steps forward and then 10 steps back? Right? I like what we do today is much more interesting and robust, a lot more information, looks more professional. So, no, I'm not bringing that old overlay back, okay? All right, so we start off today with Rob, who tipped me $5. So, first of all, what's going on, Rob? It's good to see you. And he has a word of advice, so let's take his advice. Let's listen to what he has to say. Let me actually get him up on the leaderboard first as the first tipper of the day, $5 tip. Thank you, Rob. So, what advice does Rob have to lend us today? Let's find out. Hold on. Let me center this. Like that, right? Okay. Excuse me. So Rob says, a word of advice, heed it if you wish. When you get troll tips, maybe just add them silently to the total. I honestly feel that although it's never warranted, you do load the gun for the trolls to fire sometimes. I agree with you, and here's what I'll say. First of all, I don't think that I should even add troll tips to the total. I'm being honest, because if someone is only contributing in order to give me an insult, then I don't see the purpose behind giving them any recognition whatsoever. They don't deserve it. This is someone who went out of their way to do something malicious to try to get attention from me, okay? Why give them the attention they want by adding their tips to the total, right? Because that's what it is. They want to pretend like, oh, look at all the contributions that are coming in. In reality, a lot of these people always try to dispute their tips, and it ends up being an insanely annoying process by which I have to, like, argue with PayPal about this and say, no, this is not a trade. Because the thing is, PayPal really thinks that everything that comes through PayPal is an eBay transaction. I know that sounds really stupid, but it does. PayPal is so outdated as a business model, it literally thinks everything that comes through it is a business transaction. So if anyone ever disputes anything in PayPal, they say, okay, well, provide evidence of the item that you shipped. Like, what? What the hell are you talking about? And that's what I mean. It's a pain in the ass. So for me, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I prefer not to even count it, because chances are this idiot is going to try to get this money tied up for so long that who knows if I'll ever even see it or if it's worth the frustration, right? So when I see troll tips, generally, I don't want to acknowledge them, all right? Now, I agree with you, Rob. What I have been doing recently is basically saying, oh, this guy said something disgusting, so we're just going to ignore it or whatever. Maybe I just shouldn't address it at all. The problem then is, you got to realize I'm reading all this stuff. Okay, I am. I'm actively reading this stuff on my stream. So if I read it, and you see me staring at the laptop screen and not saying anything for a minute while I read something, then I realize it's a troll thing. I don't say anything. People are going to be like, what the fuck is he doing? Right? Phil's playing a game. He stopped to read something. He didn't even respond to it. And now it seems like he's a zombie. Like, why does he keep looking back and forth? And, that's what I mean. Like, I'm basically looking at this as the reason I at least acknowledge it is so people know what I'm doing. I don't want my legit viewers wondering what the hell I'm doing, that I'm staring at the screen and I'm not acknowledging anything, and then we just like, okay, let's move on. Like, what? Why is he doing that? That would be pretty bizarre, right? But I agree with you. It sucks because then I kind of give, okay, well, there was a troll who tipped me and now I'm ignoring it. So I have to kind of explain what's going on. It's an ongoing process. It's something that I have to get better at. It's something that I'm going to learn over time, I'm sure. I've been doing full-time live streaming for 3 years, and I still haven't gotten, I would say, I haven't mastered it. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that takes a long time to learn. You're constantly adjusting. You're constantly improving. So I will absolutely take your advice to heart, Rob. Thank you for that. I have to think about it. Like, how do I, if I ignore it completely, that would just confuse the audience. Because I'm obviously reading it and taking time to read it, but if I'm staring at the screen saying nothing and then I just go back to doing what I'm doing, people will be like, what the hell, that was jarring, right? If I address it and I say, oh, that was the troll tip, now obviously you're right, I'm giving kind of a shout out to a troll tip, and now more people want to say, oh, I want a troll tip Phil too, so he can say there's more troll tips today, right? So I don't know what the right answer is. I think it's something that I gotta work on. So thank you for your advice, and we'll have to think about that together and figure out what to do, right? Rob also sent me another $1. He says, well, you know, if they want to give you money, that's on them. Right. So let's see. Again, let's see how it goes moving forward. Okay? All right. So up to $6 in tips so far today. Thank you very much, Rob, for those tips. Okay. Cliffy Bureau resubscribed for 12 months. And he says, I hear 1 year, boys. Shout out to my fellow 4-cylinder Mustang owners and Wendy's chili consumers. Again, with the Wings of Redemption memes. Good Lord. Then Cliffy Bureau went on to do many gifted subs, which is really appreciated. All right, so first of all, he dropped a 5-sub bomb randomly on the chat. So congratulations to the following stream chatters. Russian Love Machine, Boylum, 2 for 99 cents, Altair 2700, and Saint Kazuya. So thank you very much, Cliffy Bureau, for the 5-sub bomb that you dropped on the stream chat. If you received a gifted sub from Cliffy Bureau, be sure to thank him for his generosity. Then he went ahead and he gifted a sub specifically to Golden Colts. So congratulations also to Golden Colts on receiving the gifted sub. So congratulations, everyone. That's awesome. And thank you again, Cliffy Bureau, for the ongoing support. All right. Okay. Mr. Papavera did a 50-bit cheer. He said, I think Animal Crossing might be fun. People also suggest Stardew Valley. Yeah, people have suggested Stardew Valley for years, and you may not be aware of this, but I actually played it. Years ago, there was an indie stream that people suggested I play Stardew Valley, and I think I played it for like about an hour to an hour and a half, and I did find it very relaxing, but keep in mind back then, I didn't do chill streams, and the streams that I did back then, this was before I was a full-time streamer, so basically it was just kind of me playing this game, and I was trying to interact with my audience live, but it was something out of place, because normally I wouldn't do that. And at that point, it was kind of like, man, I don't know, should I ever go back to it? Some people said yes, but because I did a different kind of content back then, it never really made sense. But as for today, maybe Stardew Valley would make sense. However, since Animal Crossing's coming out within a month, that's going to kind of be that kind of game. If to my knowledge, Animal Crossing is a sim game where basically you're kind of making camps and villages and towns, and you have these residents that all have different roles within the town, and you can you gift them items, and then they level up and they get better things, better interactions with you, better abilities, and there's basically it's a total chill game. It's not something super serious, but it's something that people have grown to love over many years. There's been many different Animal Crossing games that people like, and the new one for the Switch is getting very hyped. In fact, they just had a thing. Was it today? Yeah, they did a Nintendo Direct today about it, outlining all kinds of new information about this new Animal Crossing, and people are getting pretty excited for it. So it'll be interesting to me because I've never played Animal Crossing before, to jump in and experience the series for the first time, cold turkey. And people love when I play things for the first time to see what they're all about. And people are basically saying they really feel this will be great for my chill stream content, that it's going to be really relaxing to do this stuff. People will have fun hanging out with me when I do that stuff. Okay? Excuse me. So, yeah, there you go. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to Animal Crossing. I'm probably not doing Stardew Valley anytime soon now. All right, Shell Con Artist, what's going on, sir? He's here and he tipped $6 to become the top tipper of the day. So let's get him up there on the leaderboard. Thank you, Shell Con Artist. All righty, to $12 in tips so far today. Thank you, guys. All right, and he says the following. Excuse me. How's it going? Finally live here for a Mass Effect 2 stream. Heads up, Rex is in the second game. I believe he's in the Krogan loyalty mission. When you find Legion to get Soldier, don't do the Renegade response. Shepard won't recruit him then. Oh shit. Well, that would be bad because don't you need him for the suicide mission? Right? I think you do. I think you need him for the end of the game. Without having him basically you can't get the best outcome, and your crew's gonna die, or at least some of your crew's gonna die, right? So, oh man, all right, I'll have to try to remember this. Thank you for the tips, Shalcon Artist. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $6 tip as well, and that is much appreciated. Honest Fan did a 90-bit cheer. This is actually the first major cheer of the day, so let's get him up here on the leaderboard. Honest Fan. And he says, hype for MLB The Show. Those songs have been around for 10 years. Damn, it makes me scared for when you stop doing this. I don't want to lose you. Bankruptcy talk is scary as hell. I don't know why. I don't know why you're scared. It shouldn't be scary at all. There's nothing scary about it. But yeah, MLB, I'm excited for. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm going to play it by ear and see if people are interested in it. And yeah, most of the most well-known major remixes that I've done have been around for a decade, if you can believe it. Yeah, crazy. I've been around for almost 12 years now doing this, so. Thank you for the cheer. PW Dubs tipped me $1.30. He says, will you do a benefit concert for your taxes? Listen to this. Have an event where people pay whatever they want to watch a live concert of you playing the guitar. I can't play the guitar. He's being ridiculous. Anyway, thank you, PW Dubs, for the $1 tip. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's get this updated. Dark Anakin 1985 has resubscribed to the channel for 5 months. And he says the following: enjoying all your content. I'm hoping the new WWE game does not have the issues the last one did. Those Christmas time Final Fantasy Sims are one of the things I look to every single year. Yeah, and you know what? You're not the only one. Keep in mind, this last year was the first time ever that I did not do any wrestling sims. Because the WWE game was such a broken train wreck, okay? If you're not aware, okay, the game was so broken that every time you tried to use created content, it would a lot of the times either crash the game or corrupt your game completely. No one could really do the usual sim stuff that they would do in the game. The game was just a broken ass mess this year, and that's because they actually got rid of the company Ukes, who used to do the majority of the work on the game. They didn't do it this year. It was a different team that worked on it at 2K, and the game completely failed. It was a broken mess. So sucks, right? I love doing sims. And I was very disappointed that I could not do wrestling sims this year, much like you were very disappointed you couldn't watch the wrestling sims this year. So I'm sorry about that. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope that somehow they do get their act together. But the rumor is, there's the rumor. I don't know if there's going to be any truth to this rumor. It's just a rumor. The rumor is that WWE 2K20 did so poorly, they're actually going to skip a year. Like this year, they're not going to put out one. They're going to act like it doesn't even exist. Okay? And what they're going to do is put some more dev time into it and hopefully put out a better game, because they realized how badly received this last one was because of all the issues. So, it is what it is. I welcome them waiting another year. Seriously. I 100% welcome them waiting another year to make a better game. They need to. Okay? Alright. Tamus Aruz did a 500-bit cheer and said, Romance Garrus. Well, first of all, I don't even know in Mass Effect 2 what romance options are available. Like, I'm a male guy. Are there, gay romance options in the game? I know that they're possible in Mass Effect 3, because obviously we had the whole Cortez thing going on, right? Inadvertently, we had the whole Cortez thing going on. But I don't know if those are possible in Mass Effect 2 or not. I am doing a Renegade run, all right? Even though I'll probably talk with my team members to get more information and try to unlock their loyalty missions. I don't know how Renegade affects things, and quite frankly, I'm not super interested in doing romances at this point. Let's see how the game plays out, but it's probably not in the cards, especially with the Renegade run. The choices are probably not going to allow for it regardless. But, no, I mean, Garrus... do we really want to see a homosexual love affair between Shepard and Garrus. Maybe some of you do. I'm not too interested in that. I'm just saying. I'm not playing the game for romance. I'm playing the game for, fun RPG elements, great story, fun gunplay. That's what I'm playing it for. And of course, to reminisce about my playthrough 10 years ago. So thank you. Thank you very much for the cheer to Moose Aruz and for the suggestion. Okay. The Orphan Puppy. Timmy, $3 is why was I banned? I have no idea. I don't know who you are. I don't think I ever even saw you talking in the stream chat. If that is your name, hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, because you shouted out a detractor. It's not even my detractor. Let's see. You were spamming about my debts. You were then going on to spam a detractor's name. Basically, you're an idiot. That's why you were banned, because you're an idiot. Okay? So maybe if you weren't an idiot, you'd still be in the stream chat, but I can't help you from being an idiot. I'm sorry. Like, within a span of like a minute, you violated like 10 rules. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is hilarious. An anonymous $5 tipper says, you said you didn't know Gamer Jay Lee, but there's a video of you talking about him and mentioning his name. Why are you such a liar? Because that's not what I said, or if I did say that, that's not what I meant. Very briefly, I'll gloss over this because it's stupid and it's derailing and I'm not going to bother with it. But, 2 weeks ago in my Minecraft stream, I was telling a story about someone who was a former fan and mod of mine who apparently had kind of like, over the years, had a soured opinion about me and apparently became a detractor or joined the detractors or whatever. Okay, I didn't mention any names or anything. I just used it as an example of how me literally doing nothing, somehow people still get corrupted and twisted against me and doing nasty things because of these toxic lolcow communities that are out there. Okay? So, someone took it upon themselves to assume that I was talking about them and apparently made a video about it in that week or whatever. I ignored it completely the entire week because I knew the truth of the matter. And then when I did my Minecraft stream on Monday, I said, truth of the matter is, that guy who made that video isn't even who I was talking about. Right? Like, I don't even know why that guy decided to, like, listen to what I said in my Minecraft video and decide, oh, this is my story and he's talking about me. I purposely didn't name drop anyone when I was talking about this person in the Minecraft video because I didn't want to cause drama. It was just a general example of how this kind of wild and wacky stuff happens. How people just fall in line with almost this brainwashing of the detractor community and all of a sudden become part of the lolcow mentality. All right. But this person 100% said, oh, it's me. It's definitely me. And he's saying that, and it wasn't this person at all. All right. That was not who I was addressing at all. And that's basically what I said on my Minecraft stream on Monday. I was like, I'm sorry that this person took it that way and took it personally, but that's totally not who I was talking about at all. I know for a fact because I can picture the person in my mind. I remember meeting them at a gaming convention. I remember, who they were and everything. And it's not that person who made the video. And that's what I said in the Minecraft video on Monday. All of a sudden now, well, no, see, Phil lied because he knows who Gamer Jay Lee is and all that. I'm like, but wait, what are you talking about? When did I say that I didn't know who Gamer Jay Lee was? What I'm saying is that's not the person I was talking about in the Minecraft video. So you're completely off base and wrong again. What a surprise. Basically, it's called trying to confuse the viewer or move the goalpost. Oh, so you're a liar. I didn't say I didn't know who that was. I'm saying that's not who I was talking about in the video. All right? The truth of the matter is, over the years, there's been a lot of people. I told you, it's not just one fucking person. There's been a lot of people who, at one point, were fans, but they literally got caught up in the insane conspiracy theory, over-the-top, almost cultish nonsense of the lolcow community. They buy into complete fabricated speculation, garbage, that has nothing to do with anything. These people probably believed in the fucking escort story years ago. They probably believed in all the stories about me scamming money and hoarding it and stuff. They probably believed every nonsense story that's ever come out because that's how these people are. That these people are just nuts. They just become infatuated with the negative, the toxic, the drama nonsense. I can't help that. All I am is a person here every day putting out positive gameplay content for you guys. I can't stop people from getting sucked into the toxic toilet that is the conspiracy theory lol cow internet. Okay, I can't do it. But what frustrates me is, as I've told you guys, every time I try to address something or debunk something, the goalpost is moved. So first of all, I don't name drop anyone. I just tell a generalized story about someone who I specifically know from the past who got sucked into the lol cow or lol cow community, however you want to say it, okay? Oh, well, it's specifically me, and now I'm going to make a video calling out Phil. What are you talking about? I'm not even talking about you. You literally took that story I did and made it about you because obviously you're an attention-seeking drama queen and you want people to know who you are. I'm not even talking about you. If it were you, I would have name-dropped you, right? But I didn't because that's not what it was. It was someone else. And I didn't want to bring up and cause more drama for someone I haven't talked to or addressed in years and years and years, so I didn't even fucking bring it up. But then some idiot has to, of course, make it about them, you know, to get attention. What else is new? Someone trying to get attention on my behalf, right? So then I completely debunked that and said, no, that's actually not the person I was talking about. Oh, but Phil, you know who that is because you made a video or talked about him in a video years ago. Great. That doesn't prove anything. I didn't say that I don't know who that guy is. I'm saying that's not the guy I was talking about in the Minecraft video. So everyone who's got caught up in that drama, you're a dumb fuck idiot. Congratulations. You've once again proven my point that you're all just a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing morons. Mouth drooling, sheepish, parroting morons who believe everything you're told by people who are bringing this shit up to make money and get popularity on the internet. You are a gullible doofus. Congratulations on biting into the apple and drinking the Kool-Aid. I mean, you're dumb. I don't know what else to say. All right, moving on. A malicious detractor tipped me $6.30 and says, I demand you use this money I'm giving you on bills. All right. Fair enough, a malicious detractor. Your wish is my command, because that's exactly what this is going to. So thank you very much for the top tip of the day. That is $6.30. And that goes right over here to the tips total. Thank you very much so far for all your support. Everyone. Oh, shit. I always screw this up. There we go. All right. Listen, Dixon, your pooper. What a nice name. Of course, he spells it Dixon, U-R-P-O-O-P-E-R. Dixon, D-I-X-O-N. People trying to make me say stupid shit. But anyway, Dixon, your pooper. Tip me $1. He says, I heard people use the term simp all over Twitch. Do you consider yourself one? What is it? I have no idea. I don't think I've ever even heard that term before. I don't know what it means, so I'm not part of that kind of weird culture shit. I don't even know what that means. So, yeah. I can't even answer your question. First time. All right. Honest fan cheer. Does it ever use a wet rag? I took your advice to use some baby wipes for my hot hole last week from the Taco Bell buffet blowout. What the hell's a wet rag? like a washcloth? Yeah, I use a washcloth to wash my body all the time. I don't know what you mean specifically about wet rag, but never underestimate the power of baby wipes. All right, continuing on. Here we go again. Seal Water tipped me $1. Yesterday you contradicted yourself. You said contributions aren't a competition, but yesterday you said, of course it's a competition. I never said it was not a competition. I said contributions are not mandatory, nor are they expected. However, obviously, anytime that you have a leaderboard somewhere, there's a competition involved. There's a competition for recognition, right? People want to be the top tipper. People want to be the top cheerer. People want to be on the leaderboard and get recognition for their contributions, right? So there you go. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sure now someone will pull, here we go again, some conspiracy theory nut will go back in my 12 years of history and find a clip of me saying that contributions are not a competition from some, random ass thing I said on a stream years ago and say, see, Phil said it, he contradicted himself. Because that's what these idiots do. They're actual fucked up idiots. They think that that's a good use of their time oh, did you see? Phil said this 4.5 years ago, and now he says today it's not a competition. Contradiction. It's like, no, that shows mental illness on your behalf because you actually wasted your fucking time looking for that when it's completely out of context, and anyone with a logical mind says you're an idiot. So enjoy wasting your time. Average Joe's tip me $1.30. He says, after all the behind the scenes matters have been completed, do you have any plan to upgrade the stream or try a different type of events? I would love to upgrade the stream. All right, seriously. Seriously, I would love to upgrade my equipment. I would like to get a better webcam. I would like to get a new PC, because let's face it, I've been using this PC I'm using right now. I have used every single day that I have recorded or streamed for 5 years. I bought this, I want to say it was early to mid 2015. So you're talking, 5 years of every day this PC running and being used. And I know it's not going to last forever, but, I don't have any money. You guys know my situation, So I would say, a better or just more, a newer PC so it's more reliable. It's funny because people say I should get a new laptop. I don't really feel I do need one. I only use the laptop to monitor the stream chat and contributions. I don't use it for anything else, so I don't think I need one. Consoles for now are good, but of course later this year we got new consoles coming out, and I got to figure out how the hell I'm going to afford those. My TV's fine. That's brand new. It's only a year, not even, it is over a year old. It was middle of 2018 when I got this TV, so TV's fine. Monitors for now should be okay. I don't think I have any problem with those. But definitely I would say the webcam would be an improvement. I would say PC, and I would say seating, because this fucking love seat that I'm sitting on, and I've now sat on almost every day for 6 years, is completely worn out. It is just sunken in, completely destroyed. And whether it means that I find a way to, like, refurbish the cushions or whatever, right? Whether I find a way to refurbish the cushions, or whether I find a way to, whatever it may be. I need to do something with this, because it's messed up. It really is. This thing sucks. Right now I'm sitting on end pillows and shit. So, pain in the ass. I would love to have something new for that. Ideally, and this is the truth of the matter, ideally, something that's not as big, a smaller thing, still comfy, but something smaller that I can sit in so I can have a green screen behind me. Since you guys have screamed at me for years to have a green screen behind me, there's no way I could do it with my current love seat setup. It's just not possible, okay? If I had a smaller chair here that I could sit in, and it's a comfortable chair, and then I could have a green screen set up behind me and I do it, I would do it. I would absolutely do it, but I can't do it with my current setup. It's just not possible. So, excuse me. Okay. So anyway, thank you, Average Joe's, for the $1 tip. I appreciate that. Well, actually, $1.30 tip. I should give him full credit. Thank you for that. Fred Flintstone just cheered. He says, it says gullible on your ceiling. I've seen all the evidence. You said it yourself that once obscure pre-scream 3 years ago. Why are you hiding this? Of course it does. Okay. Now Sealwater tipped me $1 and says, you said last week that contributions aren't competition. Oh my God, these fucking people. Fine, I said it last week, okay? Fine. I don't even know what you're talking about. How about this? I don't care. You are stupid. I don't waste time on you because you dumb. I have to talk in like caveman terms so these people understand. You dumb. Ooga booga. Scratch your armpit. You stupid. Waste time. No one care about bullshit but you. You waste life on bullshit. I play fun game on stream. Who the winner here? You figure out. Now, shut the fuck up. God, you're stupid. Oh my God. I have to talk like a caveman to get these people to understand. Probably still doesn't understand. Too much tinfoil clogging the ears. Okay, let's continue. Oh, we got someone saying I'm racist. Yes, talking like a caveman is racist. Well, you can enjoy your time out there. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do some shout-outs for the top cheerers of the week. All right? So thank you to everyone who cheered this week so far. The week is still young, that's for sure. But thanks to the top cheerers. In 10th place, we've got Chunky Jack. Chunky Jack. It was annoying here. Yes, Chunky Jack. Ninth place, Mature Adult. 8th place, Tinker Tinkerson. Excuse me. Oh, my God. 7th place, Mr. Papavera. 6th place, Akio Artorias. 5th place, Pretentious Pairings. 4th place, Who's Yuri? 3rd place, Vivian James. 2nd place, Sambuca. And in 1st place, Shadow the Headshot, who actually did a lot of generous cheers yesterday. So thank you very much. All right. Now, on to the top sub-gifters of the week. We have 3 so far. We have Alfred Aponte, who gifted 1 sub this week so far. We have Raptor Balls, who gifted 2 subs this week so far. And we have Cliffy Bureau, who has gifted 6 subs this week. That's right. They were all this morning. Thank you, Cliffy Bureau, for all that support. And again, guys, enjoy those gifted subs. Kanye Glover in the cut to me $1 says, can you get a more official PayPal email address? My wife reads our PayPal statements and it looks like I'm paying a random person. Well, first of all, I am a random person. And second of all, I'm sorry that my email address is Poopy McDuty Pants at, crapshoot.com. I'm sorry that, I'll set up a better one for you later. Okay? All right. I think it is time. It is time to end the pre-stream. And let's take a very brief break. I actually just have to take a leak quickly. And then we'll be back and we'll start it with Mass Effect. It's going to be very short here. And then we'll get started. Like I said, we're going to a new star system today. I don't know what star system. Or I might just pick one at random. I don't know. Just mess around a little bit. And go from there. All right, guys. So thank you. I'll be back in just a moment with Mass Effect 2. Thanks for all your support so far on the stream. And I'll see you in just a sec. All right.